you had asked me last October what I would be doing in a year's time, I would not have said hanging out at the Santa Monica airport covering the first ever live televised reveal that I know of the 2010 Mustang. Yet, here we are. The Monday before the LA Auto Show at Barker Hangar, Santa Monica Airport, where they're preparing to set up the largest and most expensive car reveal ever for the 2010 Ford Mustang. And we've got the behind the scenes footage. I'm Matt Farah. You're watching Garage419.
This episode of Garage419 is brought to you by Valvoline's automotive series Under the Hood with Brandon and the Frog. Watch for new episodes at brandonandthefrog.com.
Here we have Bud Price, executive producer and director of this whole shindig. Thanks for being on our show.
Yeah,
Bud.
my
really
pleasure.
Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
So tell me exactly what is happening in this mess of a hangar right now.
Well, we are into the 29th hour of a marathon setup.
Straight, 29 hours straight.
29 hours straight, and we've got another 14 hours to go.
Jesus.
Before rehearsals and the show. So what we're doing in here is putting together all the elements that will be required to introduce the new 2010 Mustang.
So we've got stacks of famous Mustangs throughout the years.
Stacks of famous Mustangs throughout the years, as well as during the show, representatives in terms of legends. Pernelli Jones, Carroll Shelby, the likes of Glidden, the Force family, who will talk to us a little bit about their Mustang stories.
All right.
The whole point here is to share Mustang experiences with the audience.
Okay, and then in this central area, we've got some concrete barriers going up. Are we allowed to? What are these for?
Well, the concrete barriers, these are all Jersey barriers, same thing you see on the highway, because we'll actually be driving 5 2010 Mustangs at speed, doing stunt driving out on the floor for the actual reveal. In the hangar.
That sounds like a party in a bottle.
It will be.
So we've also got a couple of dynos being set up there.
Yeah, the dynos will take place in kind of the afterglow, after we reveal the vehicles, because we'll have about 1,200 people in this space. We've got 2010 Mustangs that will be up on the dynos, and journalists will be able to race each other on the dynos. So a lot of fun.
How's it working out to keep the new car a secret throughout all of this?
Well, it's been fabulous. Ford's done a great job. You know, for a long time in the automobile industry, you never saw cars until the day they were going to be launched.
The internet kind of killed that one.
Well, pretty much so. Yeah, in the past years, they've let sneak photos out a lot. This car has been protected right up to the day of launch, literally tomorrow. They're still in camo out in the parking lot, so no one has seen these Mustangs outside of some key people at Ford Motor Company.
And I got a peek too.
Well, then you're lucky you got a peek. But the first time they'll be seen by the general public and media will be tomorrow night.
Awesome. And I mean, what in terms of manpower, what does it take to throw this together?
Well, the pre-production planning was about 30 people, and what we have on site here today is 140 people, and it's all made up.
Are they all on a 36-hour shift?
Well, everybody's working long hours, but and that includes stagehands and lighting directors and stage managers, producers, directors. It's a full television broadcast going out on the network, so it's a big group of people.
It's not a small task.
It's not a small task at all, but it's a really exciting one.
Well, it's looking good so far. We'll check back in with you tomorrow.
Cool.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for
Appreciate
coming.
it.
not, there are certain problems with cars that you can detect solely by smell. So when he gets here, we's gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned smell-off. You ready to lose this smell-off?
You want to bet on it?
Sure, whatever you want. But when I win, you have to do the show in a Speedo and some chick's tiara.
You know, no one's perfect, not even me, although I am that close. But sometimes I need my go-to guys for stuff. For instance, if I want an apple or a banana, come to this fruit stand right here. If I need emotional support, I got this guy right here on 29th and Park, who apparently used to be some kind of, I don't know, psychologist or something. And if my car starts smelling funny, first thing I do is I watch Under the Hood with Brandon and the Frog at brandonthefrog.com, and then I take my car to my local ASE certified mechanic who can usually tell me what's wrong with it. And he doesn't start rambling about fish and other weird stuff. This guy creeps me out. I don't know. Just about 7 p.m. inside Barker Hangar. As you can see, I got the best seat in the house, so watch this.
Mustang story. Introducing the 2010 Mustang.
Red Mustang convertible with a throaty V8 and a great sound system. To me, life doesn't get any better than that.
I've been dying to ask this question for my whole life, which is, of all the projects you worked on with Ford and all the Mustangs you worked on, which one's your favorite?
As I've said many times, the next one. That's the important one. And you know, with the new Mustang that we're introducing here, we're going to take it and shield me and do some sensational things with it. We're looking forward to working with you.
We are a Mustang nation. But don't forget to drive one and start telling your own Mustang story today. So now, please come on down and get an up-close look at the sensational 2010 Mustang. Thank you all very much.
Jim Farley, Vice President of Communications Ford. Congratulations, first off.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us here.
Our treat. We do it for you.
Yeah, we do it for you. And what we've been doing for the past couple of days is actually covering the making of a car reveal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been doing behind the scenes
How
stuff.
we doing?
Good. I think you've done well.
Okay.
So my question is to you: the art of revealing a car is a time-honored tradition among all car makers.
It has. Yes.
And with the internet and all that stuff, keeping it a secret is hard while you're putting it together.
It is.
You know.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do to help make things come together well while still keeping that secret?
I think the first thing I guess every vehicle is a little different, but let's say Mustang. I mean, let's face it, it's a really special thing.
Yeah, and it's a big name car that people are going to want to see.
So, I think what you do is more and more, you reach out to the enthusiasts who really make this car what it is.
Yeah.
It's not about fancy TV commercials. It's about venues like this or the people watching around the country where they get in on it early. So we, without telling anyone, we engage the enthusiast community to come in and see the car before anyone else.
So do you actually are you getting design feedback from them in the late stages?
We do get design feedback, and I think that's where it evolved, but really what we started with in Mustang is to say, we want your input on naming of colors. Should it be called Grabber Blue? That the enthusiasts came up with that. We had a really cool blue, and they said, if you make it flat, why don't you call it Grabber Blue?
Yeah.
I mean, we got so many cool ideas like that. Plus on accessories, the sequential taillights, all that stuff came from involving the enthusiasts. And also, they are better like you. They're better at getting the word out than we can.
Yeah.
And frankly, so the more we invest in you and them, the more
to get the like-minded people is the way to get things out. I mean, we know that as well as anybody.
I came from Toyota and I started Scion, and that's what we learned at Scion is if I give you the content, I think you'll do a much better job, and it's your content too. You made it. You're gonna do a better job getting the word out than I will.
What about? I mean, this is the as far as we both know, the largest scale car reveal in history, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how are you involved with the event planning aspect? Did you leave it all to Bud, or are you are you in charge on that level?
I think Bud's really important. Gentleman Robert Parker is really key for us. And for me, how I got involved is I said I want this to be an enthusiast event. I don't want this to be a big car company. I want this to be the people's car reveal. I want there to be
racks of race cars and drifting.
Yeah, drifting and people sign and they get to meet the legends. They don't disappear and go home. They stay here and they sign for everyone.
Look at this line.
It's
ridiculous
huge.
Right here.
Everyone's got their limited. We produced limited Mustangs just for this event. You get these Mustangs. They're different than the ones you can buy. They're limited. Only people here got them.
Yeah, I need one of those, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. But we also gave them out at all the movie theaters where we broadcast this.
Oh, cool.
And although you can't get them signed.
So this was simulcast?
Oh, absolutely.
This is news to me. I didn't know
Yeah,
this
no, we decided, because I said, we want to touch all the enthusiasts.
Well,
and all the enthusiasts don't live in Santa Monica, so we decided to get movie theaters around the country, and we simulcast to them, and then we had cars there that got revealed when we revealed these, and we give them models, limited edition models, same ones that people get
here. You guys
here.
went all out for sure.
Absolutely, because, I think it's time Ford said thank you.
After show, Bud, congratulations first.
Thank you very much.
It's a great show, real entertaining to watch.
You got great product to do it with.
Yeah, well, that helps. How do you think it went? How do you think it flowed?
I think it went great. I think all the execs did a great job. The legends, what else can you say about the legends? The cars are the stars, which is always our intent. Okay. No matter what you put around it or how much show you do, the cars are the stars, and that's what came off tonight.
Well, it does having a nice product does make it a little easier.
It sure does.
At least you don't have to try too hard to sell it.
That's exactly right.
So execution, A+?
Execution was perfect.
What do you think about the fact that I actually won the first dyno poll?
That would be pretty darn cool.
I did win it, and I beat a Ford engineer.
That's excellent.
How about that one?
That's great.
Bud, thank you so much.
You.
Great
Thanks
show, great car. This is Garage419.
This week on WePC TV, we talked to Justin Ouette, founder of Muxtape, about how personal computers are changing the music business.
Is it possible to start a business like Muxtape with just a PC and motivation?
I think it definitely is. I think if you have an idea, the internet is out there, you can manipulate it. It's very egalitarian. There's really no excuse.
WePC TV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel. You dream it, ASUS builds it, Intel inside it.